listening to Chibi No Podcast.
Protect the moon! Oh my god!
Great explosion, murder gun! Dynamite!
Strong.
I'm stronger!
What is up, peeps? It's time for another episode of Chibi No Podcast. You got me, David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
Your brain.
And Shark King.
Japan.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was checking because when the notes there was red, I thought something was like out of memory, so that's why I leaned forward. My bad.
No, this is the memory.
I know, but when I saw this in red, I was like, why is it red?
It's in green.
It was red. I was just making sure, but okay, fine.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I
His mother
appreciate
had him
being
tested. It's okay.
51.
I'm not crazy.
You're something. No, not crazy. Yeah, sure. I'll give you that. But anyway, if this is your first time listening or watching Chibi No Podcast, just a bunch of guys talking about anime stuff, movie stuff, anything that tickles our fancy.
Tickles your
Sometimes books.
Fancy.
The one time.
The one time
Well,
book.
actually,
No, we talked about books every time.
Percy Jackson we talked about.
Yeah,
You guys
because we
talked about
read
that?
them.
We actually,
You
listened
read
to
them
that.
after.
Okay, I listened. Yeah, correction. I listened to them,
That's
but
still
I
more than you, so you should.
I read my books.
eventually, not when you told us about, then gave us a review about the
I
book.
came back, I give you a review. A year after.
You guys reviewed the first time, and it's like, oh, I don't know, I didn't read the
It's a
book.
tease. It's a tease.
That was not a tease. Don't even get me started on you, okay? I don't want to hear your excuses this time, okay?
I'm speaking the truth.
You're speaking something, not truth, not truthfully. Anyway,
What you got? Chibi.
Chibi. Well, before we get into it, what you guys been doing?
Wow.
Like, today?
Today?
No, sure, past week, whatever.
Just been working out, playing games, working.
I mean, yeah, we all work. It's all good.
How about I did watch Malcolm in the Middle. That was fun. It's back on Disney Plus.
You mean
It's on Disney Plus.
You never watched it before?
I did, but I haven't. It's been many years ago. So today I just saw Disney Plus. Started watching a little bit of. It's pretty fun. It's coming back. They're gonna have a revival series.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have Dewey because he
Wants to live a normal life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he after Malcolm, I believe he just stopped
Yeah,
doing. Yeah, he stopped doing that altogether.
He's just a normal boy.
So I'm gonna rewatch it because I'm really excited. I really like that show.
Me too. It's and more and more that I watch it, I hate Lois
Yeah.
more and more.
We talked about that on the Mother's Day special. She's a pretty bad mom.
Yeah, she's horrible.
She's down there, or I guess she's up there, I guess.
She's top 5 worst horrible moms.
There you go.
Wow.
The thing I never understood was why at the end. Did you guys all watch the series finale?
Yep.
Like he's gonna get a job, and she's
Spoiler.
like, yeah, the mother. Yeah, well, spoiler. She's like, no, you're gonna take the janitor work. Like, you're not gonna work at this like prestigious job. It's like it's like you have to be there, and then you'll become president. You'll become all this stuff. I'm like, what if he doesn't want to become president? Like why do you get to plan this for him? Like that's I would hate to be Malcolm. I hate to be any of her kids anyway. But
You know what's gonna be pissed? You know what pissed me off is if in this revival series because they're gonna bring it back. If he's not president, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'd be all for not.
I don't think they're gonna get that to that point. I think they have to have something somewhere in between. Because
Well, like if he's governor or something, I'll be okay. And he's gonna do like, okay, my next thing, or like let's say at the end of the series of the revival, it's like, I'm running for president, and you're like, oh, okay, there we go. Like that's cool. But until then,
I don't know. All I know, there's gonna be a revival of all the shows that we grew up watching, like Malcolm in the
because
Middle,
everyone is creatively bankrupt. That's
King
why
of the
they have
Hill.
to-
We got the first like teaser poster of King of the Hill.
Yeah,
I'm sad that Dale's dead.
The voice actor, yeah.
he's here with us.
He's here with us, freaking dog. Why you barking, fool?
We
Anyway,
don't see her, but it's okay.
you've been watching King of the Hill, right?
Yeah, I've actually
Shark
been
King?
rewatching it, and I've been enjoying it. This is my first time watching it, like, through.
Oh, okay.
So,
I've
this
only
is...
seen like snips and clips.
I've seen episodes, but, like,
Pocket time.
I haven't seen all the episodes, and I've seen them out of order.
Who's your favorite character right now?
Boomhauer.
I'll tell you what, Mel. Have you seen them all out of order? Have you seen at least the first 2 seasons worth?
I'm through the first 3 seasons.
Okay, so one of my favorite parts in the second season is when they blow up the Megalomart.
Yep.
And Boom Howard's like, "Hey, yo, man, there's a fire!" What?
Slow down,
The fire. Like, what?
They don't fire, man.
boom.
That was funny because I like how Hank is afraid of propane for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You can't start.
Boy, bro.
Was it the first 3 seasons when Peggy is trying to teach sex ed?
Yep.
It's in the first season.
Okay, like happiness, penis. Then Hank goes to her. He's like, "What are you saying?"
Dude, that show is gold. Like,
It's so great.
like and what's funny enough is, and I think maybe Japan remember this from a while back. Maybe you remember how there was like a debate on what was better, the Japanese dub or the English dub of King of the Hill, because I guess the Japanese love it too.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think the whole series is completely dubbed.
I'd never seen a single episode.
I never heard anybody talk about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it ever, but it was starting to pop up. I'm like, what the heck? Like,
It's like King of the Hill in general. Like King of the Hill is
it
everyone
transcends
likes it,
barriers.
but like no one. It's not like in that sense of where it's like extreme pop culture, but
Well-
it's like everyone likes it.
Let me tell you this much: the first time I watched King of the Hill, I did not like it because I never actually watched any of the episodes. I just saw the animation. I was like, this is too weird.
Oh yeah,
It looks normal. It looks like regular people.
Well, that's the thing. Why I didn't like it because I felt to me like this is not your typical animation style. It's
This isn't anime.
right.
This is
But then after start watching it for a bit, it's like, oh, this is a really cool show. Like it even doesn't matter if you even they have a different style. It actually depends on what the subject matter is or what the content is of that.
yeah. What I like,
And it's a funny show.
the things I like about it is like they give a lot of the main characters of the show like their own episodes or their own arcs, and like just how absurd it gets. Like, you know, Piggy is a substitute teacher, and she thinks she's like God's gift to everything, and she does
thinks
it.
that she speaks
Spanish.
was it in season 3 or no season 2 when she accidentally smuggles a Mexican girl?
Oh, she kidnapped.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one yet.
That one you watched? That.
She smuggles a Mexican girl because they go that they're right on the border in Arlen, Texas. So they go over there and they're like, "Come on, Chico,
chiclets.
chicas, andale, andale." She goes, and the kid's like, "I live here." It's like, just get on the bus. We no time for buying bubble gum, and so she gets in there. She gets stranded, and Peggy thought that she was helping this lost girl. She thought that he was a lost girl. And they get reunited with the mom, and she's like, and the girl's like, "That's her. That's the girl who kidnapped me." And so Peggy's, and so Hank is like, "How can we win this? How can we prove that Peggy really did not mean to kidnap her?" It's like, have her testify in Spanish.
Yeah, they're like, okay, she's an idiot.
Oh, actually, let me see if I can play for you, because since we have my computer, I'm going to play for you what she says in Spanish.
Wait, that's that. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a show made in Texas.
Huh?
How accurate is some of the stuff that it's on? Because I don't know. What's
Like, what do you mean by accurate?
like some representation about like the environment or like some of the culture like that's depicted on the show compared to like
I mean,
real
I
life?
think they talk a little bit about. I feel it's fairly accurate to a certain point.
Okay.
Like a lot of like the drinking in the alley. That's actually like a really really big thing.
Okay.
Drinking in the alleys, the barbecue, which is actually a barbecue and it's not hamburgers and hot dogs.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
actually like steak and ribs and like it's real meat.
I mean, just show me that food truck. What's it called? That hot dog place. I don't know what to call it. Like the big burrito.
Oh yeah, with the
Yeah.
the dinosaur one. I've
Because
had
of
that.
I do want to go.
I've had that before. It's really really good.
Okay, I'm going to play the clip.
All right.
Let's hear it.
I'll put the video up so you guys can watch it later on. But so if you don't know, Hank gives the lawyer the idea, have her testify in her words what happened in Spanish. Because and if you've never watched this, she's supposed to be a Spanish teacher, a substitute teacher. She's supposed to be fluent in this, and she won like
The Spanish. She's the substitute
two
teacher. 2 years in a row.
sorry, I forgot. 3 years in a row. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so here she is going to testify.
Mrs. Hill, in your own words, your own Spanish words, please tell the judge what happened with little Lupe.
Sue Pudenor, Yo poder ver que usted ser caballo razonable. Yo estoy muy embarazada por lo que pasa por Lupe. Ella comer mi accidente de comión y yo nomás quiero que hacer que Lupe ser libre. Y tener mucho demasiados buenos años enfrente para pasar mi vida en fábrica cigarros.
Señora
Listen to this one.
tenga la bondad de ponerse de pie para escuchar su veredicto. Este tribunal falla que la acusada, Peggy Hill, no es culpable.
Oh my God! I'm going to jail!
Not guilty.
Oh man.
Oh, that I when I watched it, I died. I was like, no way.
I love this show, man.
So, I mean, I when I first saw that, I was like, I wonder if I could understand like if I just turned off the subtitles. Even with if the subtitles are off, some of the parts I'm like, I don't even know what she said. She says,
I had to look at the subtitles. I'm like,
"What'd she say? Razonably? What the fudge?" Oh my gosh, it's some crazy stuff. So, watch King of the Hill, great show. Let's start with a few things here. I did want to talk about, let's see here, the Anime Awards. So it was yesterday.
This morning.
This morning, yeah,
Well, here.
morning in the USA.
spoilers. We're doing this on Sunday.
Yeah. So this was an interesting one. I swear there's a lot of people that, I mean, okay. If you don't know, you're anime fans, like we are very like sensitive to like something that wins or doesn't win.
Yes, you guys are.
It's like
I'm
yes,
not.
okay.
sensitive about it.
I'm not that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care if they win or
I
not.
watch like one anime a year, so
Same here. I only watch Daima.
Wow.
Yeah, but anyway, the most okay. Well, in general, a lot of anime fans are like they get very touchy about their animes. Whether I don't care.
No, I said they do.
They do like whether you say it's not that good or as good.
No, it's him. That's it.
You're red.
I'm sweating. I'm hot.
He's feeling guilty.
Or they don't win an award. So when Crunchyroll does their anime awards, this happens, and I've seen memes everywhere. Even like freaking stuff from Trash Taste or whatever thing you watch. They put memes to some of the guys like, this is how I felt like during the anime awards. And
But like they're using their
Yeah, they're using
as a
it.
meme.
Yeah.
It's not the Trash Taste doing it, so you can't be talking about them.
but they also have Trash Taste
That's
because
the whole point of the
everything
thing.
they're like, oh this, this.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's Joey. If you're thinking of anybody, it's Joey. And Joey,
I don't know who that is.
Speaking
Joey's the
somebody who
Australian
doesn't
one.
know-
He's literally the worst one to take any info from. He likes the smell of his own ass. That's who he is, and I don't care.
So Paul likes him.
Garnt is cool. Garnt or Grant, you can call him that. Garnt, he's cool. And then Connor, they're both really cool. That you can take. Even though they have like bad
Some
opinions,
things.
like Connor, he's a beeps. He thinks all music is just beeps and boops. There's no depth to it. So if you want,
He won't like it.
you won't like
He
his
won't like
opinion
it.
on that. Garnt,
Kurt has a good taste in anime.
yeah, he has good taste in anime. Like you'll be. I would like. I
He
think
actually knows
he would
his
like.
anime.
He would like Garnt.
Yeah, but he doesn't watch. He's like,
I know
he knows
he's
it's way too high.
being a hater to be. a
Not
hater,
gonna
that's
watch it, no.
But he's just a hater to hate. That's
Yeah,
it.
like the real anime fan.
They're not real anime fans. They just like to talk shiz. Anyway, the point is,
Only
some
one.
of these wins, though, to me, were very like some of the awards they have are very stupid.
Well, first of all, you have to put some context. This particular anime awards, it happens every year. But the
Yeah.
thing about this, I was talking this to Javi just now. Their window of selection for voting is from last year. So all the anime that you actually voted was from last year after a certain cutout date.
Yep.
Everything else, which is also part of the
The
Calendar year.
the calendar year, yeah.
doesn't get counted.
Yeah, it's the weirdest. I guess it has to do with when they have their awards, but still, I think
Yeah.
it's
It wouldn't make
'Cause-
sense for them to only be like, we're only going up to December, but we're here and the awards are in May.
yeah. Because some of these are on here, and I'm like,
This happens a while ago.
yeah, this happened like Attack on Titan, the final season, like the last part, is still in here. It's still won an award. I'm like, I swear that was
the
2 years
one where
ago.
they watched themselves in the theater and they're like that one.
No,
No, the show overall.
the show.
That was last year.
Exactly. I thought it was before.
Gosh, dude, that's so dumb, man.
So like again, their cutoff dates for stuff doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we complained about that last time
Yeah.
because we said that this same exact thing, that the part 1 was for that cutoff of last year, not
Yeah.
part 2. And yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. So let me guess. Part 2, the finale.
I
or
don't even
part 4
remember which
won a lot more awards this year because last year I think it
No,
didn't win a lot.
so they didn't get nominated for a lot of stuff. It did win.
A certain category. It was
It was
most culturally impacting anime or something.
the most piece of shit. I'm just kidding.
That's an award.
Apparently so.
Cultural impact.
Yeah, it's they have an award that says must protect at all cost character. That's an award.
Okay, so you mean Casa?
No, it's Anya. She wins every year.
It's true.
I thought he was leaving. I was like, I'm done. I was like, oh dang. Like that one is weird because then they have like 2 people, or they have people that I'm like, I don't know why you would quote unquote must protect them. Like they have Okarun from Danzadan. I don't know how he would ever be on there. It's kind of weird. I feel like they just throw some people in there. But yeah, so like that. There's one that's weird. The one that won the most awards, just in general, was Solo Leveling.
Solo Revering.
Season
You
1.
sound like the
Season 1.
creator of Lululemon. Ruru
Wow.
Rev.
So like Jin Woo, he won best female main character. It won the coveted anime of the year, which
Is it warranted?
I'm gonna ask Paul on this because Paul did watch. I think he watched a lot of these actually.
When it comes to what? The anime of the year?
The anime of the year, because okay, so the anime of the year, the ones that were, you just crossed over.
Oh, okay.
The ones that were on there was Dandadan,
Yep.
Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon. I never saw that one. Solo Leveling, Freyrin, and the Apothecary Diaries.
Yep.
That's Apothecary Diaries season 1 because season 2 isn't finished yet.
Yep.
So Solo, I know tons of people talked about Solo, but I felt like Apothecary Diaries was so great. Like it was, to me, when I first heard it, I was like, it looks pretty, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like the main, or like the very small description is like this girl gets kidnapped and becomes a servant in this kingdom, and that's kind of like, and she uses her what she's learned, being living in the village, to help her kind of climb through the ranks in that kingdom. Like that's like a very just like general description of the show, but man, it's super good. Like it is really good, and I felt like Apothecary Diaries got snubbed the entire night. I think it only won like best drama or best something. I can't remember which one it won, but I don't know. Do you feel like Solo Leveling, it warrants this, or do you kind of feel like it was too hyped over? Or
I was gonna say, granted, I did not watch the Legends in Dungeon. I
Neither did I.
good things about it. I watched 4 episodes of Solo Leveling, and I gotta say, even though I only watched 4 episodes, I was really intrigued by the story. I don't know how it ends. I've been hearing a lot of hype everywhere that I go. With that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually won for anime of the year. Even though I do like Apothecary Diaries, I like Free, and I think both of them are really good shows. But I feel like when it comes to more a show that really grabs people's attention is Solo Leveling, because there's so much action going on. As to Freeland, yes, it's a good story, but it's not your like, here, let me give me action right away. It's basically built up
yeah, it does. Yeah,
to a story. The same with the Apothecary Diaries. So on that, like, you know what? I guess I could say that it's fine. I don't have any big complaints.
What is your anime of the year? I guess
From the list?
this is weird because their cutoff date is different.
Yeah.
So like his anime of the year, I don't remember the exact dates.
But if I were to
Demon Slayer,
but if I were to include from the list, I think for me, I would probably say Dandadan. I did like Dandadan quite a lot.
Dandadan was great. I mean, is it still the first season that we're still in?
I guess you can say that because the last episode did not end in the proper. They didn't wrap.
Yeah, it didn't wrap. So it's like, I don't like the way that they're doing this with Dandadan. Well, I understand why, because I think with Dandadan they could catch up to the manga very quickly because the manga has not very many chapters. Like it's only like in 100 and something chapters, and I think it's gonna end soon. Okay. So I think that's why they're doing like these breaks of like 12 episodes. I think this is still the first season. I'm not sure. I don't know what you think, Paul. That's how they're doing it.
Well, it's also because the way that it's being released on Netflix as well. You have to understand that not all the anime that's in Crunchyroll. Well, I guess they are because that's Netflix, but I think it's also showing on Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
they have a different window as to when they release animes.
Yeah,
they're gonna announce the second part of Dan this summer.
Yeah.
So
in July, I think it's coming out.
Yeah, it's weird, but because I know the story, I feel like it should be one anime of the year. But if you think about this, they're only counting the episodes that they only release.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Sure.
So,
yeah, I did like that Look Back one anime film of the year. So if you don't know, Look Back is made from the guy who wrote Chainsaw Man. So there's references to Chainsaw Man, like little Easter eggs in it. But it's really good. It's not too long. The movie, if I remember correctly.
It's a good anime. It's it's basically a one shot that was made into like a movie. Before he wrote Chainsaw Man, he wrote this. I really like the story. And compared to the other movies, I did not. I did watch Haikyuu the movie. I watched Look Back, Mononoke. I don't know which one was that.
I don't remember. I didn't see Mononoke. I saw all the other ones except for The Colors Within. I didn't see that one either.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. But I don't know. I think Look Back seemed like a really good winner for the anime the film year last year.
Now, what do you think? So for best continuing series, I also have an issue with this one. The winner was Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc.
Oh, so that lets me know everyone sucks at fucking watching shows. Okay, cool.
Like, this is was this 7 episodes?
About.
It was. I was like, this is an incomplete. This is like not even a full arc. And again, they stretched out like 4 chapters, and they stretched it to like 7 episodes. Dumbest thing ever. I didn't like it. I thought it was horrible. The fact that Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, the conflict didn't win, I don't understand.
Yeah, I was going on that. The other nominees were Bleach, My Hero Academia Season 7, One Piece, Oshinoko Season 2, and Spy Family.
I think the reason why Bleach didn't win is 2 things. One, to catch up to for modern day people, they'd have to watch an old show from long ago, and you know how people are with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but tell me how.
Let me explain. And then 2, people who just jump into it don't know what's going on, so they're probably like, okay, this is cool, but I don't know what's kind of going on. Whereas with Demon Slayer, it's like what, 3 seasons?
No, yeah, but again,
it's easy.
But again, I don't think they're taking that into account. They're not taking.
No, I'm saying why it didn't win. I'm saying it made top.
Oh yeah, I forget. These are people that are voting, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I forget that.
That's literally what it is.
It's just people. I still think it's dumb.
Well, it's voting, but there's also a committee as well. They have
because the conflict that's season 2, right? That's the second core.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's because I haven't watched I haven't watched the third core, but the second core. I mean, the first one was amazing. The second core was also great too.
It was good.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think the third one will win?
I hope so.
I would like it. What came out? The third core came out this year, right, or last year?
It finished a few months ago.
Okay. So what came out last year? That was some big hitters.
Well,
Solo Leveling Season 2. So that's probably going to win it. Never mind.
It's true.
There you go.
The whole meme of Arise. That's.
No, but I gotta say,
it's not going to win it.
I definitely agree on this. As much as I enjoy the whole,
you agree on it?
Hold on. Let me correct it. As much as I enjoy the whole arc of Demon Slayer, I do feel like Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, should have won.
Yeah.
We were like, what?
I was waiting for the magic word.
Yeah, you're about to drink.
From this perspective.
Yeah, no, drink.
But yeah, I really don't like that One Piece was just there. Like, hey, One Piece, what season? What
Like
is it,
One Piece
overall?
had a good arc last year, but like it's in that category of like it's so old that like why put it in anything, because you're gonna have One Piece dick writers anime wise just gonna try and vote for it to win, or
last
the
year
new hotnesses will beat it,
One
and
Piece
then
won
One
something
Piece,
last
One
year.
Piece,
but One
dick
Piece
writers will be upset about it.
But One Piece last year, what was it? That was Gear 5, and that was
2 years ago,
2 years ago. So
or
what,
beginning of 2024, I would say. You think so? Yeah.
yeah, it's beginning of 24 was that, and now then the Egghead arc, which I don't know.
Good.
I don't.
It's
Is
pretty
that
good? Yeah.
Is the Egghead arc good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to what was his last one? What was the
Wano?
last? Huh?
Wano was also
Wano,
good.
Wano?
yes, in the sense of you're getting more answers that you want, and you're seeing the animation step up like even higher than it was last time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Okay. It didn't win.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I don't want.
Has it won before though? That's
yeah,
my thing. I can't remember when it's won. One Piece.
Last year he did one.
Last year did it win? Okay.
Won something.
I just think it shouldn't be a part of this because it's been in it for so long.
It's continuing ongoing series. Like it.
Yeah, but why would they have it again? I mean, it feels like I don't know. They should have their own.
I think.
category.
Here's the thing:
For One
is
They should have their own category.
They should be different categories, right? That should be-
which One Piece is the best?
Think about it. If you're gonna put it every single year, I mean, what's the point? I don't think there's a lot.
Well,
of
here
variety
and,
there.
and well, here's the thing. This is the funny thing is that One Piece is in the next 2 years they're gonna have this still running. They have the manga running still. I don't know for how long. Maybe 2 years, a year. I don't know how long. He said it's short time.
Sure,
You have that. You have the
end of the year?
you have the live action
a couple of years ago.
that's coming out this year. Next year.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but no, the live action is coming.
Live
It's gonna
action
be
and
announced
and
this
then
year.
you have the new
Remake.
Netflix one remake thing.
Is it Netflix? I thought it was,
Yeah, it's Netflix.
It's Netflix.
live action.
Live action.
No,
So,
no,
no, it's not live. No, it's the
There's the live action.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then
the
there's
new
also
studio.
the
Studio
Wit
Wits.
Studio.
Studio West
Is
Studio.
it a Netflix one though?
Yes.
Yes, Netflix.
yeah.
So it's like they have all these things to
It's gonna
be
the
like.
short one, right?
It's gonna be the remake.
Compressed
remake
version. It's
with
the
the
quick
compressed-
version.
Yeah, of the original show.
The quick notes version.
The one that should be.
So like where the first
A lot of people
episode
should watch.
is like that long. That's gonna be like
It's
5
that
minutes.
long.
Like the first episode's 20 minutes. That first part of the first episode is gonna be like 5
One
minutes.
Piece
of
Kai.
episode.
officially.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
So I started watching because I'm like I don't want to start reading again. So I watched the One Piece of the rest of Alabasta because I read it, but I watched some parts. I was like, I don't like this. I watched and like I don't like this either.
That's a rookie
This
move.
sucks.
I don't even watch anime One Piece. I told you this.
Yeah, it's if you want to
It's-
watch like
well, here's the thing.
If you want to watch the funny parts that you read, then it's actually more funny watching the animated parts. But like watching the thing is kind of like,
You know what? It made some
You
of
know,
the
that would have been nice to know before I watched like 200 something episodes,
okay.
guys.
It made some of the okay. I'll tell you this much. It made
you
the
guys suck.
acts or like the actions of some of the characters even less enjoyable to watch. Like for example, like with Usopp when he fights as a mole lady, I'm like that kid should have died. He got hit by a 4-ton bat, and you see like his neck, his nose broken, his skull. Like in the manga, it's like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. In the anime, it just looked more cartoonish. I was like, I don't like it. Or when Nami fights the sea urchin girl, I forget her name. I was like, in the manga, I was like, I just also didn't like it. In the manga, I was like, she shouldn't have won this. I think she's like what, the number 2 or number 3 top person. I was like, and Nami, who has admittedly said, I'm not a fighter, wins. Like, I don't like this.
It's because of the power of friendship.
That's right.
yeah.
That is, and no, and here's the thing. I was gonna say, I'm like, you know what? This, if people give Fairy Tail flack, they should give One Piece flack because that's the only reason. That, at least for these Alabasta, these arcs that I've seen, that's the only reason they win is because of the power of friendship.
I've told you this before. The first like parts of One Piece, like for a bit, it was very influenced by what did you say the
Fairy Tail?
Fairy Tail, because they helped each other create stuff for their shows, and so he was very influenced on doing it that way.
But okay, but here's the question. Here's the question. Maybe Paul, because Paul, no.
I don't like the beginning parts of One Piece except for just the one arc with the crocodile, just the part when he's fighting him, and then everything afterwards. It's very that kind of similar.
Okay, well, here's my
mode,
question.
But then when he changes up is when it gets way better. But yes, it takes time.
That's not what I'm asking.
unfortunately.
Here's my question.
What's up?
Japorian, when One Piece come out. When did you start reading it? Right from the beginning, or when?
No, I started reading late 2003
So 4 years, I think. 5 years
after it came out. Yeah,
5 years after.
So
it
that's
came out.
almost right after Alabasta, because Alabasta was like 130 chapters, something like that,
something.
and that's like 4 years almost.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh no, not 3. It's like
It came out
that's
in
almost
98.
3 years. Yeah.
98.
Sorry. So
99.
did you ever hear like complaints about One Piece about that? You say right now,
I don't
but
think
were
so
there?
because
At
at
that
that
time,
time, those types of mangas, slow paced and doing that kind of stuff was very normal.
Yeah, and
It's very normal, so no one would have complained because
No, but they have complained about Fairy Tail from the beginning. No, from the beginning.
I don't know.
So that's where that's what I'm saying.
I feel this much. When it come to the anime, when the anime came out, people weren't complaining as much because everything else was very similar. For instance, during that particular time that arc was out, they also have the arc of the Metal Alchemist, the original Full Alchemist. They have Naruto fillers. They have Bleach fillers. So it was part of,
normal.
Yeah, it was a normal thing.
Oh
Because
right,
back
but
then-
I guess from the beginning, I've always heard flack of Fairy Tail from the beginning. They're like, so my question was if they were they were saying that they were influenced, right? Because they were like,
together.
Well, I tell you
Yeah.
this much. When Fairy Tail came out, I did hear a lot of people complaining that the character design was very similar to One Piece. Like the actual
Character designs.
the character designs.
Yeah, like Shanks and what's his bucket?
What's the main the main
Brunette
guy?
girl.
Not so.
The brunette girl.
So you know that one girl
fire
who
guy.
drinks all the time?
Natsu.
That's in
Natsu,
their
okay.
that's in their guild.
PK?
Yeah. So basically, when it comes
I
to
don't remember her
Natsu,
name.
people thought like, oh, this is just a copy of Luffy. I did hear that. Like there
Of
was
Natsu?
So they,
No, not that Natsu was.
Yeah.
Huh.
yeah.
I don't see it.
But when it first came out, eventually people were actually this is just a copy of One Piece.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I would have never put those two together.
Well, because you watch the whole thing. Like, but if you actually were to, let's say you watch One Piece or read One Piece, and then you see a character very similar to Luffy, that's where people are complaining. Like it's basically.
Shanks and guild arts.
Ah, okay.
And put Natsu and Luffy as well too. Like
Yeah, they do look pretty similar.
I don't think they look. Well, I don't think.
initially.
Natsu and.
Oh, yeah. But
Initially, when they started,
Yeah.
I still don't.
I still don't think they look.
Character design wise.
I still don't think so.
I'm gonna side with David on this one.
But yeah, that's what I heard. Like people were like, "Oh, I never watched Fairy Tail." I think
You'll like if you like Alabasta and you like the Power of Friendship, you'll like this.
I heard the ending sucks.
No, I don't think the ending was bad.
I mean, they have a new one called the 1,000-Year Quest now, so I haven't.
Which people like. I've heard a lot of people like that.
I have no care in the
Yeah,
world
that's
for
not my
that
list.
show.
That's
Well, anyway, let's move on then.
Crunchyroll.
So, best anime song. This one, I was actually surprised. I knew Creepy Nuts was going to win, but I didn't know which song would have won. Because the one that got huge was also both of them got huge. But the first one that was huge was the Bling Bang Bang Born
How's it go?
from the Mashal. I just remember. I remember the bed
Creepy
spring.
bed song.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The other one was from Dandaran.
Yep.
And that's the one that won.
Yeah, it deserved it. It was more,
More than deserved. But
It was a
I was
bigger
still
hit and a bigger
surprised.
anime.
No, it's not. If you look at just by numbers, the other one from Mashal has more. It's been listened more. Marshall?
like Marshall, but Marshall.
What does Mashal?
Oh, Marshall.
There's Mashal.
It's Marshall.
Marshall.
Mashal.
Okay, whatever.
There's no R. Where's the R?
No, it's like, but you say it like that. It's like
Marshall.
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 Marshall. Not
Marshall.
Don't put R in it. Marshall.
Leviosa,
Marshall.
No Leviosa.
Marshall.
Okay.
I
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I had to correct your ass.
I said ghoul.
No, he has recording on the podcast. Ghoul.
I said ghoul.
Okay.
Best romance. Did you watch any romance ones?
No.
I did.
So I did. So I'm surprised they but they had Scott Pilgrim as a nomination. I was surprised by that. I didn't think he'd win, but I didn't know that was going to be nominated or be chosen.
I do like the response to the winner, Blue Box. It's a good show. I definitely recommend people to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
On that, I no complaints on that.
Ramna 1.5. Ramna, the remake is what it's referring to. I didn't see it.
Neither did I.
Boo. I did watch it.
The remake one.
Yeah, I did.
I've never seen the remake. I've seen the original, but I've never seen the remake.
I did watch it.
Okay. This one. Say that word because I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Best comedy.
No. The winner.
Marshall Magic.
Marshall.
Marshall Magic.
Best guy. No, I know how to read that.
I say the other word wrong. Marshall.
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 Like a Boston accent. Marshall.
I know Boston.
Marshall.
Marshall. Anyway, it won. I think Nokota, my dear friend Nokota should have won. I think that was
I don't know what
hilarious.
that is. Oh, the meme.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know what it was called. I just know it was the.
it's in the name.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that should have won. Again, Solo Leveling won Best Action. At the end, Bleach I think should have won.
Watch it. I think.
Bleach should have won. Oh man, Bleach
Best
shoulda won
Action.
with that one.
Best Action.
Look,
I
to be
gotta
fair,
say,
I haven't seen Solo Leveling, so I can't say.
There's a
Wait.
lot of action in the first couple episodes.
But a lot of action versus the best action is different.
Question.
True.
So this is from season 1 then of Solo Leveling.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
Question: does the Arise thing happen in season 1 or 2?
I haven't gone that far. So
Damn it.
That's in season 2. It should be.
Okay, then, because the only time I've ever heard anything for Solo Leveling, like I heard Solo Leveling season 1 was really good, but like season 2 when that whole Arise thing happened, people are like, "Yo, like put this down on your list," type of thing. So like for that to beat second court of Bleach is
well,
especially because that's when the fighting, like the intense fighting
here's
happened.
The thing about this though, like Solo Leveling is a really popular show that it was so popular. I think with second season when the newest episodes came out, I think the final episode it actually crashed the Crunchyroll servers.
Just like Daima did.
I got to the point
Like a Dragon Ball
other
thing. Good
reasons.
job on Solo Leveling doing a Dragon Ball. Good job.
Yeah.
I don't care about Dragon Ball.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't care. I'm just saying it defeats the Dragon Ball
It's
thing.
a Dragon Ball thing.
It's a Dragon Ball thing. It's a Dragon Ball
you
shutdown.
can say One Piece too. So
They did it for like a
They
minute.
crashed.
Yeah, but Super and Daima did it longer.
One time.
Continue with the story.
No best.
But it got to the point that it got so popular that they're actually thinking of doing a live action.
Okay.
friend,
They just
guys.
want to shoot this in the foot. That's okay.
I mean,
That's fine.
If it's really popular to a point of making
Japan
live
will
action.
like it because it'll be
I wish Windbreaker. I don't know if you've seen Windbreaker. Actually, a really good show.
Oh,
It's a kid who goes into a school because he wants to
I
like.
saw the whole thing with people talking
Yeah,
about the
but I'm
guy.
guessing that's gonna be like nominated for next year.
Yeah,
They should be, dude. But I would say
I know.
watch it.
I was laughing at
You
some
watch
clips.
it though. It's
I was
good.
watching some clips. I laughed.
It's really good.
Chill.
Slice of Life.
buddy, chill.
Monkey in it. Too many losing heroines. That
I didn't touch it.
you touched something. Did you not see your fingers go anywhere?
Yeah, but I didn't touch it.
Slice of Life.
I haven't watched any anime. I'm sorry.
Makina, Too Many Losing Heroines. If you've never watched
Nope.
this, it's basically all these girls who like
Lost?
have lost. Yeah, they lost all of their
Wow.
like their crushes' interest, and it's kind of them getting along with this guy who he inadvertently told this girl to tell the guy that she wanted to like confess his feelings. To be like, go tell him. So that girl leaves, and the guy that she confessed that he told her to do was the crush of the girl that got left from her friend, from the friend that the guy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I have to show
2
you.
+ 2 is 4. Okay.
It's 5 actually. 2 + 2 is 4 is racist apparently.
Anyways,
And I heard that somewhere. I thought Profe would know that. No,
I want to know
is
that.
that racist? Okay. Did any of you watch Isekai? I don't like watching. I think it's
I don't like
oversaturated.
Isekai. I don't like Isekai.
Well, Ray 01 season 3.
Ray Zero, I think, is the only one, and Slime are the only two that are acceptable in Isekais.
Man,
I like Ray Zero.
I know, so they're the only ones that are acceptable.
I watched the first season. I couldn't get.
Oh,
through it.
question.
I dropped
I
it.
saw this one that I want to watch. It's the one where the guy's a healer, where like the scene I saw on TikTok was like the girl who's like a lizard girl, her arm is poisoned, and like he cuts her arm off and then regenerates it. I was like, that looks kind of cool, but like this screams isekai to me, so I'm just kind of.
I don't watch
is
the
that an
nasty
isekai?
stuff.
It's not
Bro,
even nasty.
I don't even know.
It's not even. He like cuts her because her arm is like poisoned, and like he's like cuts her arm with a scalpel, magical scalpel, and she's like, you do this kind of thing?
it's magical.
It's
No,
magic.
because apparently in that world, like
Magic.
it's not as clean as what he was doing. Because like, oh, why do I have to pay so much for cutting off my arm? It's like, no, I'm not just cutting off your arm. I'm cutting it and then I'm going to bring it back. Like I'm going to regrow it. And the scene was cool, but I'm like, I just don't know I don't know what it's called, but I just worried if that's an isekai because I'm like, I'm tired of isekais.
It probably is. I don't know. Anyway,
it drains me.
Anyway, well, let's get done with the cringe. Unless you have any awards that you want to talk about.
No,
not really.
It's okay. Some unfortunate news. Well, maybe some good news within this. Don't know, but Doomsday and Secret Wars have been moved. So they were going to come out.
Delayed.
They've been delayed. Yeah, sorry. They've been moved. Yeah, they've been moved. So they were going to originally come out the summer of 2026 and 2027. And they'll be moved to December at the end of each year.
The winter
of 2026 and 2027.
Isn't Doomsday going to come out the same time as the Dune?
Yes.
Like in May.
The same day. It's going to be the same day.
Yeah. He's going to destroy Dune. But anyway, so I guess they want to give Dune. No, I was going to
It should
destroy
be the new, what's it called? Dune.
The Dunisi cup?
Dunisi cup, something like that?
The Dunisi popcorn bucket?
Yeah, it's going December. Both of them. And also,
Oh,
Avatar is
they're-
coming up
And
during that time. Actually.
Avatar.
Well,
No,
maybe-
Now, either way,
James
Avengers
Cameron?
Huh?
Which Avatar?
the ash
By
and
then it will
fire.
be
Fire and
before.
ash. Fire. Wait,
Oh,
no.
the James
Fire
Cameron.
Island.
Are you talking? We're talking about James Cameron.
Cameron.
Oh, nobody cares about that shit. La mierda, James Cameron.
So, but the one that's keeping its release is Spider-Man, Brand New Day. So
It's a brand new.
So I don't know if you've
How
read
did they
or were keeping
find
up with the news about it, but they
How
wanted
did
to
they
include
know?
Spider-Man in Secret or in Doomsday, but they said that they're finalizing some stuff with Sony because Sony obviously just wants a piece and they want
own
complete
his
control. Yeah,
rights, so they
yeah.
should.
So
They're like, "Give
I
me some money,
think
bitch."
that they're
They
still
deserve it.
recording. They're still doing they're
probably doing
filming.
They're probably trying to do post productions, adding in scenes if they need to, and or incorporating him for the
That's not on my hand. Not making-
yeah
Oh, I thought he was like
No.
4. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
4.
no.
yeah.
So I'm. What do you think? Do you think that they're also moving it just because, like, they also want to include Spider-Man? Like, this is the only way to do it if we
what's
move
funny
the
is, didn't
dates.
they say that they weren't going to incorporate him because they said with Avengers Doomsday is happening around the same time as the Spider-Man New Day.
That's
Then,
what
like,
the rumors.
technically, like,
Yeah, like there's two different things happening at the same time.
that's why he's not going to be in it. But I guess now
But
it's
I
changing.
don't know. Do you I mean,
Is that what sounds like? Is that
I
what it
mean,
sounds like?
I think this means that there are some things that are changing in the script or something
man,
with
why are they gonna
Spider-Man.
listen to fans? Fuck the fans, man. Just do what you're writing the script for.
Well,
Well, that's
again,
why
I
they're
think it
doing it
has
for
to
the
do with
fans.
with the licensing of Spider-Man. They were able to acquire something. I'm assuming Disney acquired something, and they're like, you know what? Because we were to acquire this, we're going to change some things. I
These
think.
nuts? Okay.
What do you think?
I honestly have no idea. Like I think I don't even have a guess on this one. Like
Did you hear about the rumor of that one girl from Stranger Things? Is
Sadie
going to be in
Pink.
that film?
yeah, she's gonna be paying.
She's actually
Mayday.
cast.
It's nothing had been confirmed.
What is the supposed rumor she's going to be?
She's gonna be Peter
Parker's daughter.
but it would probably be one of the
Tobey
be like
Maguire's.
Tobey Maguire's daughter.
Oh, like
Mayday.
okay, but it's just
Mayday,
weird.
remember
No,
from
I know it's
even
just
Across the
weird.
Spider-Verse?
It's just weird
She had her own web slinger.
Is that weird?
because are they going to do multiverse stuff again for that film?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Oh, also, I saw that they leaked. Obviously, it was just like for like you know how they do the Marvel intros, and then it's like the cinematic where it shows like the comic book stuff, but it shows like some of the characters.
Yeah.
Apparently, they showed Tom Holland Spider-Man's new suit in that. In they with the test screening for the Fantastic Four, they showed that, and somebody took a picture. And
I don't know if
cool.
they've made the logo, so I couldn't tell you.
I'll have to find it again. I remember I just was scrolling and I saw. I was like, oh, cool. And then-
I did hear about a lot of leaks about
I
Doomsday.
don't know about
I'm not
any
going to say
leaks.
anything
I don't
to
know
them.
any leaks.
I'm not going to say anything here because I'm not going to confirm or deny them.
well, our phones heard it now, so what are we going to do? We swipe through TikTok or whatever, and it's gonna be like,
Doomsday leaks.
Doomsday has a Doomsday device. Oh no.
It does not.
It's Mojo Jojo.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy if a monkey came out of it.
So, from what I heard a
Oh,
lot of things.
chismes.
Oh, he has the leaks this time.
No, I don't have the links.
Okay, Mia the boy, tell me.
Look, when it comes to like releasing those movies, I think Marvel wants to play smart. I think initially
first time after
wants
4
to
years?
have I did hear, first of all, that people are getting like really tired of superhero movies in this particular point.
Yeah.
The fact that Thunderbolts, even though to me, I mentioned this before, I think it's a great movie, did not make a lot of money.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Marvel's like, okay, we need to figure things out. We need to actually prepare, make sure we actually release, take everything away for a second, trying to build anticipation. So by the time we release those other movies during December, it will be like, we'll build it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of those things. Another thing I feel like when it comes to Spider-Man, they needed to, well, I initially heard they were planning to do like a street level superhero movie.
I would like that.
I think it'd be cool. I
But
also
it would
heard,
be weird.
right? But I feel like also they want to play smart in how they introduce Spider-Man. And if they were to do like all the Spider-Mans in the Spider-Man movie and then have them again in Secret Wars, I feel like this. I don't know. I think they're putting too much when it comes to those superheroes. I think they will be. It has to be a good time for them to introduce those.
You know what's
characters.
funny though is even though like the rumor is that girl's gonna be Peter Parker's daughter, it could just say that, but then like it's just like at the end like a cameo for Doomsday, for the Avengers thing. It could be that too because
I mean, it could.
Like it could just be like, oh, he's like, oh, he beat the bad guy in the film, and then he's like, shoo, and then you see the. But pops out, it's like, Peter, I need your help. And then dun, 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 dun,
What I did hear is
dun,
that
dun,
the
dun.
fact that they took things out, people are really excited because I guess they actually want to release something really good rather than just release it right after you.
Well, hopefully they don't fuck up like they did with Captain America and rewrite the shit and change the character looking.
I hope that somehow Thunderbolts gets like a second wind. And people go watch it. I know it's not. It's very unlikely, but I
What's
wish they
popping
did.
off? Sinners.
Well, talk about that. Like,
Oh yeah, I
he
finally
just
watched
watched it.
it.
He finally watched it.
Oh yeah,
Okay, what are your thoughts on that, real quick?
yeah.
Really quick, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's fun, huh?
It was a really good movie. Looking back, there's a couple things that I'm confused about. Like, I don't know why they had to kill Taskmaster off. Not that I like love Taskmaster, but you're in the movie for like 30 seconds. Like, why did you?
I read about that. So they said they needed to create a little bit more drama or tension. That's what they said. Not agreeing with them.
Sure.
So that's like, well,
That's
she
their
was
reasoning
originally
behind
in the
it.
movie the entire time, but they're like, no, we need to raise the stakes.
They reduced stuff.
So they killed someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I think they should have let. I mean, I could talk spoilers now.
Yeah, we already talked about spoilers before.
I think Bob should have just killed her
That'd be cool, yeah.
because
Like
I
as an
think-
accident?
no, not as like he could kill him on purpose, but
Or kill her as Void.
Oh, okay, yeah.
something. Yeah.
No, because no one's dead
They
as Void.
overall the movie was good. I did like. I mean, I listened. I was not present for that podcast, but I did listen to you guys' opinions on it. I did really like that it was more of like a mental, like you guys had mentioned before, like the mental health kind of perspective.
Yeah.
Drink!
So that part was cool. I mean, I did enjoy that part. I think overall it was just a good movie. I know that you guys didn't really like Red Guardian. I think it was one of you two.
I
Probably.
liked Red Guardian.
You felt he was just kind of like he kind of ruined some more of the serious moments.
If I did, then
I might have been one of I can't remember
recall.
which
I could
one.
be
Yeah,
mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it was one of you two.
it could have been. I
Probably
don't
you.
remember.
He's a red person.
I still enjoyed him. I thought he was good. I think he kind of like livened up.
And it felt very natural, huh? It didn't feel
Yeah,
like
like that's just kind of like how his character is.
Yeah.
For the most part, I liked everything. I think it was really smart, like the ending, especially like when they take off the asterisk and it's like the new Avengers. I thought that was a really cool idea. Like they gave it away without
Giving it away.
giving it away, which is cool. The funniest thing is actually with a group of friends to go watch it, and it wasn't until the Marvel credits started playing. They're like, "Wait, this is a Marvel movie?"
What?
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I guess they just agreed. I'm like, "Hey, do you guys want?" I'm like, "I haven't seen Thunderbolts yet. Do you guys want to watch it?" They're like, oh, "Okay." Like, no.
That it just goes
I
to show you
just
how under the radar these heroes were. They're like they didn't even recognize Bucky. Oh yeah, Bucky.
Yeah, and the funniest thing was they were recognizing different people from like
The other movies?
different shows. So like,
Oh,
it's
Elaine.
like, oh yeah, it's Elaine from.
Seinfeld.
And then they're like, "Oh, so who's Thunderbolts?" Power? I'm like, "It's not a character." I'm like, "Just watch." So it was
Red Guardian from the Stranger Things.
yeah, it really was. It's like it's Hopper from
Yeah, it's up from Stranger Things.
There's a guy, the other congressman that's going after, what's her name? The black congressman.
I don't remember the names. I'm
He's
bad
in
with
another show that I watched with my other group of friends called Suits. So
Yeah,
there's
I've
just
seen
a lot-
Suits.
Bob is Bob in Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. I didn't care.
I haven't seen that movie either. I do.
But it was just funny. Like, it was just, they're like, this is a Marvel movie? I'm like, yeah. Like, what?
So what were their? Did they like it?
They liked it, yeah. Then this is a group of friends that are not like I think they watched what? Like, they're very sporadic Marvel watchers. So, like, it's not like they're haters, but they're also not as followed. Like, they've never seen any TV shows.
If they get invited to watch it, they'll watch it.
Yeah. So, I invited them and they came, but they've seen Deadpool and Wolverine. And then I think they saw like Spider-Man, and I think the last thing they saw was like Infinity War.
Okay.
So it's very sporadic. There's, like,
Infinity War, dang.
and the funniest thing was it took forever for them to realize, like, the only one that they recognized and it took forever was Bucky.
They didn't recognize the arm.
Yeah, they did. Like,
You don't see the arm of it being until
it takes a while.
two
but-
times. You wouldn't know is when he washes his arm, and then when he's fighting Bob. Because another time he's wearing his suit, remember? So you don't see the arm.
They do show it. Like,
They show it all the time. You see it.
It is funny. My friend looked at me, wait, isn't that the guy from Winter Soldier? I'm like, it is the Winter Soldier. He's like, oh.
But he didn't connect it as a Marvel movie?
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. But it was funny. Like,
What'd you think of that after credit?
which one? The Wheaties
The funny one?
or
The Wheaties one was
Wheaties
funny?
one was
and then
great.
the one after.
The one after made sense. I felt bad because I called it out. I'm like, Cosmo. I'm like, okay. I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
But
It's
Well,
funny.
did
you
that
see it in
get
the
you-
end credits. It's basically saying that music.
But did you see the music score? Because that's when I saw it and I was like,
I told them, yeah.
Fantastic Four. I'm like, what the freak? I was like, oh, this has to do something.
But does that quite, because this is what David said, and I think I agreed with him here. That made me excited. That made me want to watch Fantastic Four, seeing that after credit scene.
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, I already wanted to see it, but that definitely increased my interest in wanting to see the movie.
Change your
I
sleep
will
screen
say-
time.
The only
complain.
my only complaint, I don't really like. I mean, and I knew it was going to be hard. The portrayal of Sentry was actually decent. The Void is very difficult to do.
I mean,
So the whole just like that all-consuming part, I was just like, it just didn't really do it
okay.
for me. Like the concept of it, I think was still really good, but just the way it was,
Like how they go in there and do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole,
That
just
kind
the
of felt
shot,
weird. Because it felt like you're not going to be lost
was-
forever if you're
Yeah.
conscious of it, and you can fight your way out in a way to do it.
It was hit and miss. Like there was
Yeah.
parts when he was originally doing it, and they just start I don't even know what you would call it. They're voided.
Well, because
whatever,
when
I mean, whatever, you know what I mean? Like the part where Guardian saves the little girl, and then he does that, and then she feels like, okay, that part hit a
That
little
was
bit.
that hurt.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
I guess there are some parts I was kind of confused. I'm like, well, what happened to in the first opening sequence, right? You have Yelena, and she already sees people they're not even hit to the ground. They're just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Like
It's weird. I'm like, so I don't know exactly what happened there. I was kind of confused with that. I was like, so he was the Void, or maybe it was like a burst of energy that kept him in this state. Did they get out of it eventually, or did they die? Well, I guess assuming they died because Yelena blew up that one. But I'm like, I didn't understand it.
But like I said, Sentry was actually really cool. And
Yeah.
like when he actually has like the fight scene at the top of what used to be
Avengers Tower, yeah, Sentry Tower now.
or whatever it is.
Killed him.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
the
he
new
totally
Avengers
should, like
Tower.
it wasn't even close, and they did. It was just awesome. Like I'm like, okay, they did him fairly justice there, and like he's still pretty unstoppable.
The only reason is because he got.
And then I mean, I didn't like there's nitpicky things. Like I didn't really like the kill switch, and I guess for the story, like they did change it. I didn't mind it as much, but that how they got Thunderbolts the name instead of them being after like
Thunderbolt Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross. I was like, that's
It's,
kind of,
it's Yelena's
I'm
soccer
like,
team.
that's kind of a bummer, but I'm like, I get it. Like I'm pretty sure that they didn't want to have. They couldn't afford to put Harrison Ford in this movie as well after
Yeah.
Captain America, and I don't know how much longer he was gonna, if he's even gonna be around much longer in.
because he's like
The
in
Marvel
his
Cinematic
70s.
Universe.
Late
Well, he's just-
70s.
Yeah,
well, but he's
doesn't-
also like.
he's very. I mean, he's obviously earned the right to do what he wants, but it's not his.
Like, you remember, like, he didn't want to do Star Wars again. He's like, fine, I'll
and
do it.
To this day, he hates when you talk about it.
Yeah. Indiana Jones, even that he's not, like,
Well, from
super
what I
keen
heard
on.
is he's been very more vocal about liking the Marvel stuff he's been doing, or this Marvel
He
stuff.
wanted to
did.
try. He was
Yeah,
looking
he
forward
did
to
want
he
it.
to
wanted to try, which is fine. But again, that doesn't mean that he's going to keep doing it.
I don't think he wants to sign up for a multi-year deal.
It's like, I'm in here, I'm in jail, I'm good.
Yeah, but overall, like I said, I like the film. I am disappointed, I guess, that it's not making as
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that
much
Marvel
money.
knows that they did a really good job, even though it had so many reshots. I think in the original story for Thunderbolts, for what I heard, rather than using Sentry, they were gonna have what's his name, the
Steven-
Captain America knockoff version. What's his name?
Oh, John Walker.
John Walker. He was going to be have a bigger role in this movie.
He was gonna be the villain actually.
Yeah. But they had to change stuff. But the fact that I don't know, I think overall it did. They even though they had a lot of reshoots, the movie came out to be really good. I think people really enjoy it. It's sad that it's not making as much money, and because of that, I do feel like Marvel's well, let's try to do anticipation.
I think that's why they just want to. I think they just want to get to Doomsday, just to kind of, I think, just kind of wrap everything up. And I think it's gonna be a while, hopefully, before they do too many like extended universe things. I think they need to take a break from that.
Well, after Secret Wars, for what I heard, they're gonna do a reboot.
They're doing the mutant saga then
I think
next.
they just kind of need to do. They don't need to do as intertwined stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Because I get like there's I enjoy it, but like it's hard to follow. Like
It's basically homework.
Yeah,
And that's
I know that's what they've said.
Right.
It can be, but like, yeah, it's hard to explain things. It's like, oh, why are they feeling this way? Who's that?
And I do feel like the movies should be movies to entertain rather than like, oh, I have to watch this so I can understand what's happening in the old movie. You know,
I do get it. So I don't think like it's ever going to be done as much as some of us don't enjoy it as much. I don't think it's ever going to be topped. Like, I don't think any other universe is ever going to do it better.
Yeah.
Whether it's like Transformers with G.I. Joe, because everyone
Oh my
knows that's
God.
going to be awesome.
all right, that's coming back. Yeah,
But like DC, I don't think it's never going to
Yeah.
what this has done.
that's true.
In my opinion, or whatever any other friend, like it doesn't matter. Any other franchises or anything like that. Like, I think they just need to do a lot more like stories, and if they want to do like a couple like cameos and stuff,
But I do feel like,
like if Moon Knight shows up in Daredevil or
that'd be
something
cool.
like that, like that's fine. But it doesn't need to be this whole.
because think about it, today from here to the movie, the new Doomsday movie, they're gonna have there's Devil season 2. There's gonna have all the other shows that have not come out yet. Ice of Wakanda, Ironheart, Wonder Man. So there's a lot of things in there as well.
I am not excited for any
But
of
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they should reset, and after
I think-
next year,
Yeah, I think Secret War / Doomsday will reset
see,
everything.
there's a reason what Deadpool and Wolverine was the only movie that was released during that particular year. Because prior to that, they needed to build the anticipation, and I feel like they want to do the same strategy for this movie, the new movie that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, this allows 2 Comic-Con conventions to announce stuff and to build more anticipation. I wouldn't be surprised if this particular Comic-Con experience this year, they announced the full cast of the movie, of that,
They could, yeah.
Doomsday movie.
I may or may not be. Can neither confirm nor deny that I will be in.
But we will know by then. Well, let's move on. Speaking of Marvel, we're gonna talk about Marvel Rivals.
Oh, yes.
Next
Next
week.
that game anymore.
What game is that?
Oh yeah. This week or this Friday?
Yep.
Yeah, this Friday, May 30th, they are going to release Ultron, and we got a pretty cool trailer for him.
The best character in movies.
He's gonna be a strategist, which I was not expecting. I thought he was gonna be a duelist
Healer.
or another tank, but he's
Not
gonna be
really
a
a healer.
healer.
He's not really.
He's not really a healer. Yeah. It's
No, like that. Not they've even talked. I've seen the clips of like the people who like have got like the early play, and they're like, yeah, he doesn't really heal. He's like, he really is just like a duelist who
Flies.
can heal sometimes.
he can heal. He's gonna. I think it's gonna be like Adam Warlock.
Like he's got like
Okay.
one healing ability, and then his team up allows him to do damage and heal.
That's fair.
But that's about it.
It's. I did hear, and I did see people do this. They tried out his ult. So his ult looks cool, but his ult doesn't actually kill that well. Like if you look here, they're already low health and they're getting hit by other people. That's why his ult kills. But if you were to solo ult like a tank,
Soul leveling?
they would not
Probably
die.
won't die. Especially
Most-
if it's me.
Yeah. Like all of them have some sort of ability that would make them gain a little bit of overhealth. And even with just Thor's, just his little swing, he is enough for him not to die from that ult, even if it's focused just on him.
See, it kind of reminds me when Emma was released. People were like, "Oh, this is going to be the most overpowered."
Emma's good
No
though.
one,
But she's
but
good
no
though.
one said that about him.
No one's ever. No one said that about him. Period.
But
Though.
they did say that about Emma, and she was pretty good.
Yeah. So he's very mobile, but his killing potential. This is weird. They made him a strategist. All of his kit has to do with dealing damage, but nah. And from what I've heard is that he also can't kill that fast because that's not his. He's a strategist. He's supposed to be healing, but he can't heal that well either.
I think he's only got like 6 shots before he has to reload. He's got a long reload animation.
Yeah,
But he has a long distance, though, right?
he does.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know. I do want to try him out. See what happens. I don't know.
I mean, I like the fact that they're going to have a flying strategist. I think kind of balance things out because there's a lot of flying characters that are annoying.
Stop. They need to nerf the flyers.
I wish there was maybe
If Penny's webs you, you should fall to the ground.
Yeah. I guess here's a question: is there a Marvel character that could do a move that would basically ground everyone? Be like a Magneto.
Magneto.
Dang it.
You technically could.
Because I was thinking, because in Overwatch there's a character called Sigma, and what he does is his ult is he raises everyone, even if you're in there, he raises you up, and then he just drops you down like a meteor. It's pretty cool.
I mean, it'd be cool if they have like Professor X. He can maybe use that.
We're gonna have a cripple in the
Be
game.
a little bit more obscure.
We're gonna have a cripple in the game.
How dare you?
True.
Talking about his family.
Talk about my tocayo that way.
Yeah.
Diego doesn't even know what that means. I mean, if you wanted to go like more obscure, there's a guy named Abyss, and he's a mutant who's got the ability to control gravity. So he'd be able to do something fairly similar to that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll have
Or
to
Jean
see.
Grey.
Huh?
Jean Grey can also has a powerful.
Jean Grey would be super OP though,
Yeah,
because she can do anything.
Phoenix, and she just
that's probably what her ultimate is going to be.
It's probably.
It'd just be Phoenix.
Yes, it should be cool.
It kills everybody and it revives everybody on your team.
no, that's too broken for revival.
But Jean Grey is broken. The Phoenix is broken.
No, we don't want that.
Oh, talking about Jean Grey, I recently rewatched the X-Men movie Apocalypse. Okay,
Why would you do that?
Hear me out. Okay,
I already don't want to hear you out.
there are parts of the movie.
I don't want to hear about your perspective.
No, it really did enjoy. I think introducing some of the characters in there was kind of cool. Having Nightcrawler in there, having being able to provide a story of Apocalypse. The story itself, it got my attention. And introducing Cyclops and Jean Grey, I was kind of cool. But everything went downhill as they start fighting, because also having Pietro. Quicksilver did save everybody in the mansion was also pretty cool. There was like all really cool moments.
A lot of good moments in the film.
Right.
Overall, bad film though.
Right. That's the thing.
Yeah, I get you. I agree with you on a lot of the stuff.
Were like horrible, especially at the very end, like the fighting climax of all the characters fighting each other. Oh man, I was so disappointed.
Bro, yeah, the whole part of the film was good. Like when they make him Archangel, and then when Magneto's thing with his family, like that was intense and that was good. And then when Apocalypse is telling him your powers are stronger than you think, when he does the whole thing when he's at the Auschwitz camp,
Yep.
and he destroys it. All that's really cool. Like a lot of the film is good. Like 70% of the film is good, and then when the last 30% of the film at the end, and they just shit the bed like so hard that you're just like, it's not a good film.
Well, the thing is, like,
That's what sucks because I enjoyed a lot of the film. I agree with you.
The Phoenix Force as well. You can
That
see
was a cool inspiration, but then it just went.
no, the Phoenix War is dumb.
No, it was cool, but
In Apocalypse?
they did it bad.
Yeah.
No, because they're like, it's in you. It's always been within you. It's like,
Okay, Red.
that's not what it was.
Okay, Red.
Tell me I'm wrong. The Phoenix is not in Jean Grey. Jean Grey gets
Right.
affected by the Phoenix Force. That's what happens in Dark Phoenix.
Saying, like everything like kind of falls flat after like the whole
Yeah.
fight. Like they didn't know how to tell the proper story on that. Or maybe they have it. Maybe they have.
Well, they didn't know how to use Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse because Apocalypse did nothing.
They didn't know how to use a
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That
did
too,
nothing,
that
and he just looked crappy. I didn't like his design.
And then you get Psylocke in there. Like, oh man, that was hard.
He looked nice.
So look.
Olivia Munn is.
I'm telling you, like
But this show also did nothing either.
there were a lot of cool elements in the movie. I feel like something that I don't want, even if they were to do this in Doomsday, to bring some of the characters from the new X-Men series, I wouldn't want to have what's her name, Hunger Game lady.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
I don't think she's going to be in
No,
it.
Good.
I think they
Because
said they're going to
she-
bring back the old lady who was
Good.
the-
No, she's
Yeah,
already
she
done
is.
that,
She is back.
Yeah, then
But
keep
I
it.
hope they don't bring the new ones.
I would like that. I would like the Charles Xavier from that one and the Magneto from that version.
Okay, apart
They're
from that.
both good.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
But I think Jennifer
Quicksilver. That Quicksilver,
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
that's
him.
really good.
You know, those are all good. Nothing's bad with them.
Yeah, I agree.
They're essentially, but they're essentially the same character. That's what makes it weird, because they're like, no, these aren't a different universe. These are different. These are the same mutants that we
younger
saw,
version.
just younger version. I'm like, that makes no sense.
It doesn't. You don't think about it.
And then they kill Jean Grey.
That's true. Yeah,
Well, the timeline changed. Remember when
Deadpool.
Wolverine went back in time and that happened? So, yeah, that's why.
Again, but it's still saying that's the timeline of the
it
movies we
altered,
saw.
Though, so it's a split. It's a branch now.
But I guess
No,
to
it's
this
not.
point, I
So
do
it goes-
feel like Days of Future Past. I think it's a really good movie. In
Yes.
comparison, for sure.
Yeah.
So
A lot of good elements. Failure at the end.
I don't know. Like for some reason, I'm
Days of
really,
Future
really
Past?
Oh no, I'm thinking of the other one. My bad.
Oh.
I'm thinking of Apocalypse again.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
The
there's-
Apocalypse-
Days of Future,
yeah.
Days of Future Past, solid.
See, and the reason I wanted to watch is because like I really want new X-Men content.
Yeah,
I know we
me
have
too.
X-Men 97, which is amazing.
That's
I did
when
just
is
rewatch
that?
that.
Is that next year or this year?
X-Men.
97 part
Next
2.
year.
Oh, but hey, I think they might announce something for Comic Con though.
When's that?
Summer. It's coming up soon.
I want it now, man. I mean, I get it. The animation's insane. They did really good how it got that retro vibe for it, and it was clean. So, like, I can understand it, but man, I'm impatient right now because it was so good.
They announced Polaris that she's gonna be in the show as well.
I forgot her. Was she?
Magneto's daughter. She has the same
Power.
magnetism.
Oh, okay, cool.
You actually see her
But
on
she's
the show.
good.
She's a good guy.
She's a
She's good. Yeah.
And then Wolverine's gonna be more feral, huh? Because he's got no adamantium in him.
Possible.
We know. Well,
How they're
he
gonna write him.
he got sent to the Young Apocalypse. I can't remember who got sent where, but they did confirm. You
Jean
didn't
Grey
see.
and
You didn't
Cyclops are
see.
in the
You didn't.
future.
You didn't see Morph or Wolverine, but they did confirm like later on that they were sent. I think they were sent to Apocalypse
Let me check this bitch.
I think only Cyclops and Jean were sent to the future.
to meet their kids, their daughter, right?
Their children.
Their children, and then
They see Nathan as a boy,
the
and then was it Jean, Magneto, Xavier, Nightcrawler, and I think Beast, right? Get sent to the past, and they run into
and Morph and Wolverine. I guess they confirmed.
But like I say, I'm one more X-Men stuff soon, and I really hope they do something.
Did you confirm it, Diego?
It says time and place unknown, but I just did it quick.
I swear that they did confirm it. Yeah.
I remember you telling me that too, so I had to look further, but it was just a simple check.
Yeah, we'll see.
That would suck if they're stuck in the present. Just them two.
Well, if they're stuck in the present,
Well, there's still a lot. They have to be either in the past or the future because even what's his name, Forge is like keeping tabs on where all the X-Men are, and he's like, it's been months and we haven't been able to find them.
yeah.
So they can't be in the present.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I didn't understand because so the post credit scene is right. You see Apocalypse and he goes to where Gambit died.
Yep.
Essentially, foreshadowing that he's become one of his horsemen.
The Horsemen of Death.
So it's like, okay, he must have done that like soon after he died or somewhat because after that, Rogue is how long is she on her little rampage?
For a while.
For a while, like it's at least a few weeks, I believe, maybe a week.
Her rampage?
Her rampage when she's remember after he dies,
She meets Captain
she starts
America.
going to she goes to Captain America. She starts taking down all these.
I don't know. Actually, they don't specify that. It could have been.
a day.
Could have been a week.
Okay, well,
I
okay.
I
said a
imagine
week.
it's a couple days.
Okay, well then, well we
day,
know
at least.
with Forge, right, it's been months that they've been gone.
Afterwards, yeah.
So it's like Apocalypse should have already gone. At least I'm thinking he already gone to him like maybe a few days or
No, it could have been later because I mean he can bring
a
them
few
back.
months. And
He can bring them back.
no, but you see, do you know where he was? He was already in the area where in the crater where he died.
Yeah.
So it's like,
buried
are they
him.
gonna leave him there? There's no way Rogue would have left him there.
Well, they already buried him.
Yeah.
In a funeral for him.
Yeah.
He could have
But
been
he
at the
picked up,
crater
like the
and
card, so I guess that
Yeah,
from
he got
that
the
card
card and
they
he's
can
inspired.
reconstruct him.
yeah,
From there,
has the
I don't know how they're
technology.
going to do it. He has the technology to do it.
yeah. I mean, it's Apocalypse, the first mutant.
That has nothing to do with technology.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
But yes.
Okay. Well,
That was random.
yeah, random. Okay. Anyway,
How to Train Your Dragon.
I want to know about this because you and Javi got to see an early showing of it. I think it's completed, right? It's just you got to see it early.
It was
Yeah.
complete, yeah.
Okay.
Very serious.
Yeah, give us
A rating or what?
no. Just give us like.
You can start.
I mean, I want to say this. Was this a shot for shot remake, or were there things that are different from the original movie that you're like, this is different, whether it's good or bad, but this is different?
If I were to say it, probably like 96, 97% same as the old movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess
It's
is it
extremely faithful.
Yeah.
That's
It's
good.
extremely
Makes me
faithful.
happy.
I guess what is there anything that makes it
Wow.
worthy, like not worthy, but like worthwhile to watch it either as well as the original or instead of the original?
As well.
As well as the okay, well, like what are some things that they changed that you could say that maybe isn't a big deal, but it's just they did this and it maybe fleshed this out more or this out more.
I feel, especially, because after I watched this movie, I actually watched the original as well.
Okay.
When it comes to the animation, you can see that it's very outdated. It's like watching Toy Story 1 or 2.
Oh yeah.
It's
Fine. What do you mean?
Right? It has a good story, but the animation makes it look a little bit outdated.
Sure.
But when watching this movie, I really, really enjoy the design of all the dragons. They look very realistic. And
They
even
look
some of the
good.
shots,
They look like they're
it's like,
counterpart.
whoa, this is amazing. This is a good story. Like everything else, like it's. I think the actors play for the most part on par to the original actors as well.
Especially who?
Jared Butler.
You mean Russell Crowe? You guys will see that at the end. You'll see what we
don't
mean.
get it.
Yeah.
No, I think he plays really good on this.
Well, yeah, because he was the original
Right.
character. So
And everybody else who was in the movie, like especially the guy who plays
Hiccup.
he is.
I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
I think most of the cast did really good. I think the only one we looked at each other was
girl, right?
Astrid.
Astrid.
Yeah, we was like, she doesn't look.
But she grows
the part,
on you though.
But she does. She still does a good job.
What's his bucket? Is he the blacksmith who helps?
Yeah.
He does. He looks really, really good.
Like his fake hand and his
Yeah.
leg and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. He's so cool.
He's just the best friend of Gerard Butler, the king, right?
Of Stoic.
Of
Yes.
Stoke. Yeah, I don't forget their names.
Stoic. It's
right.
easy name. Stoic.
Okay, because of this, I think you might like this. Diego. Maybe this is exaggeration, but I feel like if they were to follow the same path, they can do a proper Aragon movie.
Oh God! Don't
Don't give him hope. Don't give him hope.
Because the dragons was amazing. Like there were even moments in there that I think that there's a moment in which Hiccup falls because he was learning how to fly.
Oh, okay. So in okay. So you want to know something cool about the music thing about it? So in the beginning of the film, you hear Hiccup's theme song, like
Right.
yeah, and then you get Toothless's music, and so when they do their first initial flying, those two songs actually go together. So when you hear if you
mix
rewatch
together.
it and you hear it and you hear when they're doing their initial flying, that song is just so good. Like
Let's see if I can find it.
I didn't
those movies,
pay too
that
much attention to
franchise
the
holds a
music.
special place in my heart.
I didn't pay too much attention to the
Oh, dude,
music.
you gotta check it out.
But there are moments that I felt like, oh man, is Hiccup going? Even though I knew what was going to happen,
Yeah.
like is he going to get?
Yeah,
There was a
'Cause
part.
it's-
Which part was it where your son got scared?
Oh, what was it? I think the very beginning, right?
Oh, when they're raiding,
I think it was when he's fighting the bigger dragon.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they showed
Not
the
the,
bigger dragon.
not the biggest dragon, but the
One of the
biggest regular dragon. Not like
for the training, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh, the
I forget the
snort,
specific
the
name.
snort, something.
Yeah, because it's like it's still in his training and it's like following him around.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was looking at also the cast. Most of the cast are actually. I think there's only one American, and the only American is the guy who plays Hiccup.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, but I think they play really good. The designs were amazing. I feel like if in comparison to other live action movies, I was telling this to your brother.
This is
That's-
actually good.
This is a
Oh,
good.
God, dude, I'm so happy. Okay,
good.
let me tell you this. You know what makes it good that we don't lie to is it's the same director from the CGI one.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
He's when they were like, we want to make a live action. He's like, I need to do it. You can't have anyone. I need to do it. They're like, he's like, yes. He's like, I have a vision
Yes.
on the live action.
Yes.
They're like, okay, you take the reins. He's like, okay, I'll do it. And I'm yeah. When I found out he was the original director, I was like, this man's cooking.
Okay, does it end the same way like with... Okay, if you've never seen the movie, I'm sorry. This movie came out, 10. In the movie, Hiccup, after their fight with the other...
The big dragon.
The dragon.
Yeah, the big dragon. He loses his leg.
How dare you? tell me.
Spoilers.
And so they're like, oh, now we match because, right, Toothless, he lost part of his tail or the little
Yeah.
flap
His guidance
thing.
for his tail.
His guidance for said they're like, oh, they're kind of both missing a part. Like, is the ending almost like the exact same?
It got to the point that even the movie hasn't been released yet. It comes out in a week. Or
It comes out. I thought it comes out this week.
No, it comes out the 13th. I thought.
Oh, I thought it was- I thought you said the-
Yes,
I thought you said-
June 13th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
More weeks.
but I was gonna say, even though it hasn't come out yet, this movie already has green lit for a sequel.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Dude, the second one is even better. And like,
I've
it's-
never seen the second one.
Bro, okay. I won't say anything, but like, oh my
Well,
God.
I got mad because somebody spoiled it for me.
Was it me?
Sonic.
It wasn't one of you guys.
Okay.
It wasn't one of you
Okay.
guys.
Sorry, but when you see that, dude, I'll be
I
bawling.
got mad.
Dude, that second movie, I honestly was like, well, here's the thing. Okay, to go into How I Trained Your Dragon, the way that they do these movies is amazing because he's what, like 13, 14,
Yeah,
15?
12 to 14.
And then in the second one, he's like 20. No,
No,
he's
second one, he's like 16, 17.
something like that. And then in the third one, he's
there's three?
Yeah.
There's a third one.
Yeah, and he's like 24 in that one.
And then at the very end, there's like a
Time
10-year
skip. There's a
time
time
skip.
skip. And
I
so
don't
he's
think
like
I've seen
a,
the third one. Honestly speaking.
third one's good too. Third one's good. That's not as good as the second one, but it's still pretty good.
I will say it's a very solid trilogy. Like, if you ever go down like top 10 like or top trilogies, like this should be in there.
all
It should
time?
be trilogies.
Of
All-time trilogies?
I would say okay. I'll
They're
go within
all good.
CGI, within all like animated
Okay. Let's
trilogies.
all time. Like, I'm not.
It should
I
be
haven't seen
like
it, so I'm not like arguing it, but
this is in my top 5, like of trilogies.
because like okay, well okay. Let's
Dang.
I think
It's
with,
good.
I
The
think
whole
with a
franchise
lot
is
of trilogies, there's always one that
It's okay.
is not even it's flops. There's one that flop. Like
Dang, you
look at
Spider-Man 3.
look at the MCU. MCU, the real only great trilogy I would say is Captain America. Like out of all of them, like Iron Man.
Even the first one, counting the first one.
But even
Even
what's
counting the
crazy,
first one.
the first one is the weakest one, and that's what's
That's
crazy.
True, that's true.
Yeah, you have Winter Soldier, and then you have Civil War. They just keep getting better.
Civil War's
Iron Man,
kind of a cheat, though, but
Iron Man
yes.
was like big, and then 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
Thor was always and 3 was like
One
One was okay. One was okay,
like
but 2 was
this.
really. I didn't care for
Yeah,
2.
One
and-
was like this, 2 was like this, 3 was like this, and then 4 went down.
and then Hulk never got a third one.
Not
What are you
yet.
talking about, Captain America? Brand
Huh?
New World. I'm just kidding.
What about Spider-Man?
Trilogies. Spider-Man had a great one, and
No, I did
Guardians.
not. No, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay.
They-
Come
on, bro. Let's
No, go on. So those ones are great, and Guardians. But Guardians again, Guardians
The
2
second one's the
is a
weakest.
more
It's a weak.
that has a weak one.
Yeah.
Guys, too, I hate them most.
Whereas if you look at Spider-Man, like they're all regarded to be above average.
Yeah.
Like even if you talk to anyone, even if you don't like Tom Holland, like his version of Spider-Man, they're all really up there.
Well, and
But-
the thing, because I'm excited about this movie, it's a live action adaptation. Like you guys have complained so much about live action adaptations. What's the point?
Yeah.
You really need it.
A lot of a lot of times they're not.
Yeah, they're not great.
Like this,
Majority
okay.
of the time
I would
they
say,
flop.
I would say,
Majority of the time they
I mean, this looks great, but what was it needed?
Okay, my only complaint, at least for me, you can add anything else.
ahead.
Like at the very beginning, it took me a little bit to get into the setting because it felt kind of
Cheap, fake.
I don't know, like
Forced?
introducing it felt very
Like to the world, or to Hiccup himself, or the Viking?
the Viking setting in the live action adaptation. Like if the first impression was like, I don't know if this is the right movie. It took me a little bit to get into it, but once I got into it, like man,
Okay, I get
It's,
you.
it's so close of a remake that you're gonna compare it to the original. So it's just like, oh,
Okay.
it feels similar but dissimilar at the same time because you
What
know
would
what's
you
happening, but it's
Would you say? Because okay, so like I mean, I'm not gonna play the like audio, play the clip, but like when them flying, right? Like if you look at the original one that came out, what 2007, 8, 9, 10,
or 10.
something like that. Like if you compare
10.
this,
This is right there.
oh, 2010, yeah. I can read well. So if you compare like the how it feels like when you see them flying versus how you saw when he first flying, Hiccup's flying.
it obviously looks better than this.
yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
but I guess like the scope of it, like the way that
How open it is.
how it open it. Does
all
it
the
feel the
clouds,
same way?
all
Does
that.
it feel better? Maybe.
Yeah, and if anything, I would say the one part with the end of the ending scene, like the final fight, or the dragon's nest, and like the little, what would you call it? The
other dragons.
pond reservoir where like Toothless lands at,
Yeah.
where he can't get out of. That's like exactly how I would imagine it to look like.
Oh, that's good.
So they look really. It looks really well.
Oh, you know what? Did it look cool but creepy when they get to the dragon island and they break through the rock and he throws the fire and you see the little eyes? Did that
It
look
wasn't
creepy?
as creepy.
Oh, okay. In the CGI is creepy, like, oh shit.
But like I said, overall it was good, and I'm having a hard time thinking.
Anything else to add in there?
No, I think.
Were there any cameos from like the voice?
Other than Gerard Butler.
They kept a lot. Like I said, the dialogue and a lot of the lines were kept the same. I think the
Very
only
similar.
thing.
Oh, I know they made a difference. Like, there's a part before he meets Toothless that he goes and looks at different books of like different dragons and to learn more about them.
Yeah,
They changed the visuals of that. I think
of the book, like what's in the book.
yeah, because I think in the live action he goes to a library, right? And he reads.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they changed some of the visuals, like what you see.
No,
on
that's
the-
fine.
Yeah, but everything
Yeah.
else, like I think, felt
That's awesome.
on point.
I did like the actor for Hiccup, but there was a couple. I mean, and it's really. I know this is just a me thing. It shouldn't stop you from enjoying or watching the movie. But the part where he says "Thanks for nothing, you useless reptile," just felt a little bit flat for me. But again, that's like me being really, really nitpicky about it.
Thanks for nothing, you useless reptile.
Yeah,
Because he sounds like he's.
he said it like
voice
really
cracking.
like annoyed, and like it wasn't as like that was one of the lines I was like
Yeah,
It's a good
ready
line.
to say, but I was like, oh, like
well,
Did he just go like too
And
fast?
the
Like,
twins, they actually aged them a little bit.
like they made him.
Older.
made it
Older?
Older.
Yeah,
oh, they're like the 18-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they?
been
Did,
held back a couple times.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
And they don't look like twins.
They're fraternal.
Yeah.
they're fraternal. I mean, they're fraternal twins in the.
No,
the
they're not. They're real twins.
Are they really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they look.
I thought they looked different.
No, they're
Oh,
actually.
not
CGI, they're not going to make them look different. It's cheaper to keep them
They
looking
could
the
keep them
same.
look different.
And the other guy, the other trainer,
Pork chop or what, rough right?
The bigger one.
not the bigger one, the other one, the one who is trying to show off to Asterix.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but I know who you're talking about.
I think.
Well, I don't remember
Rough
his name.
Nut.
But in this movie, I guess they added that he has some daddy issues.
Oh, actually, in the books, they kind of tell you that. So I like how they.
Japan didn't know there were books.
I like how
books.
they kind of delve into it because
Is it from the books? Is that the adaptation?
because later on,
Spoilers.
something happens. How him and Toothless, or how him and Hiccup become
Best
Friends?
friends and family.
Ah, okay.
Exist.
So
No,
I
okay.
you talk about that line. I'll give it up. So the voice actor, his name is Jay. I can't say his last name. Baruchel.
Baruchel.
If you don't know him,
Baruchel.
he is fun. He's hilarious. And She's Out of My League. I think he's great in there. He has a very unique voice, and I love his voice as Hiccup.
Extremely sarcastic.
It's like I can't even try and do his voice.
That was
It's
hard for me
weird.
to even do that. Okay, let me try it again. Thanks a lot, you useless dragon.
Thanks
gotta,
a lot, you
like,
worthless
you
dragon.
gotta like kind of push your voice to like scrape when you were going through like puberty. Like, thanks a lot, you useless dragon. I can't even do it now.
Let me see if I
I'm
can
trying
find
to
the
force it.
clip.
It was just, but yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, you will have a good time. I guess. Yeah. But when it comes to live action adaptations, this one was.
It's really good. I'm having a hard time thinking of.
What else to?
Well, I mean, that's good. Like, if that's what it is, I'm fine with it.
I reserve the right to change my answer, but I think it might be like the number one. It didn't change
Let's see.
that
Get me
much.
down.
Toothless, down, gently.
Let's hear it.
Nothing to be afraid of. Toothless! What is wrong with you? Bad dragon! He said he's not usually like this. Oh no. Toothless, what are you doing? We need her to like us. And now the spinning.
He's so
For nothing. You useless reptile.
Thank you for nothing. You useless reptile.
Thanks for nothing. Yeah,
It
let's wrap
wasn't
down.
quite as sarcastic as I would have wanted it to be.
That'd be
Okay.
hard though, because that voice is very.
But outside of that, I think he was.
I think
awesome.
they did a better job than Disney live action.
good.
How dare? Yeah,
Is that DreamWorks, right?
DreamWorks.
yeah, the DreamWorks.
DreamWorks actually they come out with a lot of like big hitters, like when they do their.
Just don't do live action Shrek.
That's the one.
Oh, you know what?
Do
Wait. Nickelodeon. Do they have their own studio for CGI?
I don't know.
Because if they do work with DreamWorks and then they do Aragon, we're cooking.
But see, look,
boys. We're
Aragon, it
cooking.
wasn't-
We're just.
But Aragon, it wasn't the
imagine,
CGI
like,
wasn't the
the dash
issue
of the
of the
sex-
dragons.
story.
It was everything that they chose to do.
Everything else.
No, but I guess
Let's fly through the cloud. Oh, now I'm big.
like even like the thing that I was kind of curious and kind of worried, it's adapting the dragons into live action.
Yeah.
And that it does as well. Like you definitely like the models are the same,
Yeah,
but they
Toothless
just
is like
look
a more
realistic.
well defined. It looks like it's the same character, but like really well defined, like a high. 4K
Or like the blue
definition.
dragon, she looks good. The two-headed dragon looks good.
Yeah.
The big fat dragon
Yeah.
looks good. Yeah.
The little dragons, the
Baby
babies
dragons.
ones,
Well,
with
actually,
the big
They
heads.
removed one scene.
oh,
That, I think there's now that I think about it, there is a scene after he trained Toothless, in which
Oh, they go to that island?
I don't know, before the island, he discovers that dragons like to be pet in a certain way. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a
With the little
cat.
tiny dragons. Yeah, okay, they didn't have that in the movie. They did that.
Okay.
and I kind of helped for the movie, but I guess if you didn't watch the original, they didn't really explain. Like they took a little bit out of they took out the scene where like Hiccup takes out all of the notes from the dragons, so he actually doesn't pre-mention that they're fireproof everywhere besides inside.
Oh, that's the shot when he discovers.
They
that he
take
can
that.
actually-
They take that out.
yeah.
So it's not even like
It's not in the movie. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
the
you're right.
version that we watched.
That's
so
the
when
final
he
movie.
when he blows up the
The big dragon.
big dragon, it's
you're like,
it'd
why?
be more of a surprise.
Oh, okay. Does they explain it afterwards? Or like, oh,
He doesn't. He just does it.
it's just, oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
they just die.
So there is no foreshadowing
Yeah.
of that.
Which
of
I guess
that.
it's a good thing.
So
No,
that's-
the foreshadow. You need to love the
It
foreshadowing.
helps, though, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I'm
now
surprised
there's
because,
no spoilers.
like I mentioned, I took my son to it. I think he paid
He enjoyed
attention
it?
for the most part.
Yeah, it was hard for
That's
little
scared- He got
kids.
scared one time,
Yeah, he was scared a little bit, but then he's like, "Oh, I like dragons."
and then he threw your wallet.
Yeah, he threw all my cards away.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, but yeah,
Ridiculous.
good movie.
Good.
I think it's better than like Lilo Stitch, right?
Uh,
I mean, if you want to watch it,
yeah, I'll talk about Lilo and Stitch now. I got to go see it.
I'm very excited about it.
Well, here's the thing: is
Aloha.
Aloha. How do I explain this?
Your words, David. with your words.
There's a lot of good things about this movie. Okay, I'll start with that. The good things. Relatively, they stay true to the story. Like there are some big deviations to it.
There's no Gantu.
There's no Gantu. Yes, that has been public. A lot of people are like, oh, but this makes it more grounded. I'm like, it's,
Yes, because you need a story about aliens.
yeah, aliens and groundedness just doesn't make sense. I will say this: the best thing about this movie has to be Lilo and Stitch. Like,
That's good. No,
yeah,
that's good.
their bond together is really good. I didn't know the actress for Lilo. This is her first time being in a movie. Period.
Oh,
This is her introduction
She's
to.
like,
and
isn't
she's-
she like 6 or 8?
I don't remember, but she's really good. Stitch is also good. They brought the original voice actor of Stitch to play him again. Their dynamic is really good. I really liked how they made their friendship or their relationship evolve.
Our friendship.
They did make it a little bit more apparent that they had a bond from the beginning. Whereas if you look at the original series, it took them a bit to get there. Because even halfway through, like they weren't really on the same page.
yeah.
In this one, it just feels a little bit more that they're connected.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. That was good.
Wow.
There's just some fundamental changes that they did to this movie that I don't agree with. So first of all, Nani, so the sister.
Nani?
I won't go into more detail. Like I won't go into tons of detail about her, but in the movie, like she has all these like really nice moments with Lilo, and some of them are in the movie, but a lot of them are not, and I don't understand why they took them out, why they replaced it with someone else. For example, when Lilo is making that wish, right, about wanting to have a friend and wanting to keep the family together, that makes Nani think, oh, I need to do something nice for Lilo. Let's go get her a dog.
Okay.
Right? That's how they get Stitch.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It's Lilo's neighbor who was watching her while Nani was working, who said, okay, go to the animal shelter and go and look at the dogs or feed the dogs. So she's not even there to adopt it. She just sees Stitch in one of the little kennels, and she decides, I want the dog.
Do the dogs jump up on the top of the fence like they do in the movie?
No.
Dang it.
You're asking for too much, man.
I know.
So that was a big change, and I think that was a very erroneous change, because the whole point of getting Stitch was because Nani wants Lilo to feel better. He wants to keep this bond that she has, and
Sure.
Nani just feels way more distant with Lilo. Like all these little, like even little things, like the part where in the original movie, right, Lilo wakes up Nani and she says, "Look what Stitch can do," and she puts his finger on the record, and you can hear the projection of through the mouth. Same thing happens, but Nani's in this one is on the table and she's not paying attention. She doesn't care what's going on. She's so focused in trying to find the job or looking at her phone. She doesn't care what's going on with Stitch or with Lilo. So it makes it seem like it's you care for your sister, but you also
you're not really
paying attention to her.
Sure.
So I didn't like that, and they make Jumba the actual villain. Spoiler. Because I mean, how else is it going to have an antagonist? Like it'd have to be him. Like
Sure.
that's just I don't like that. He has no redemption. The ending would have happened regardless of Stitch. That's kind of weird to say, but like the events that happened in the movie
Are useless.
with Stitch. If Stitch was taken out of the equation, they
Same
would have
stuff
gone to the same resolvement, the same resolution. I'm just like, what was Stitch for anyway? Like Stitch in the movie, in the original movie, his thing was like he kind of was, again, in the name, in the sense was he was the Stitch that kind of helped everything like come together. Like
Stitch.
Yeah.
Like it helped, like right because of him, he was able to save Lilo. Because of Stitch, obviously he was able to stay, and he taught even more about what Ohana means, right, to Nani and to Lilo, and so it kind of helped them get together. It helped Pleakley and Jumba, who also stayed on Earth in the original one, and they created a bigger family, right? And all this happened because of the isolation that the sisters had. The sisters had no one, right? They lost their parents. They had no one, and it made it more. That relationship was a lot closer, and when they expanded, it was better. And I mean, they had like David in the original one, and David helped out too.
You were in this movie?
Huh?
You were in this movie?
Yeah, I was in there. I forgot to tell you guys. Sorry, but I'm also telling you
He's Hawaiian.
I'm white. No, I'm not white. But that's not in there. David, I don't know why he's in the movie, because he does nothing in the movie aside from just wanting to get up on Nani. That's all he wants to do. And it's sad because even though David didn't do much in the original one, he did do stuff to help the girls, to show that he really did care about them, and it
helping them Nani find jobs, and
even helped them be like, they were bummed out. Like, what help us get out of this rut or help us feel better? They go surfing. They changed that. He doesn't do anything. He's just there. So I think it just feels like a hollowed version of Lilo and Stitch.
So
is it still worth watching though?
yeah, I was gonna ask.
If you have kids, yes, the kids will love it. The kids will love Stitch.
I'm kind of bummed because I'm not gonna lie, Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies.
I mean, maybe again, there's some stuff that'll change. Maybe you will like it. I went in. I was like smiling, and then because like this is okay, this is not okay. I'm sad. I was sad at the ending because I don't like the message.
What was the message?
You can have your cake and eat it too. I don't know. That's the best way I can. That's the best way I can explain it.
Okay.
The Did you get cake after?
I didn't get no cake. So
I have cake in my hand.
it was okay. I mean, it's not the worst
How many
one.
chibis would you give it?
6,
Out of
10.
5?
10 out of 5. That's way good.
Okay.
I mean, I am
Would
gonna
you
go
go
see it
watch it
again.
again?
I am gonna go see it again just because some people want to go watch. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go
Say
watch it.
no.
No, it's just more
If
to
it's
go
for
with
a
these.
date, then it's fine.
No, it's just to go with some friends I haven't gone. Diego's gonna go too. Just that we don't get to see it very often. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go. We'll go watch it with them. That's mostly why I'm going, but it's not because I want to go watch it again. I'd rather go watch Thunderbolts again.
Actually, you should do that.
I should.
Save that movie.
Save Thunderbolts.
Save Thunderbolts. Give
Only
them more
you can
money.
Save the Thunderbolt movie.
But again, I think a lot of kids will like it.
Well, I think that movie's gonna make money regardless.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
sad
the
to
thing.
say. Even though I feel like it's not very accurate to the cartoon.
Well, it like I would say 85%, 90% of it is, but the 10% that they've changed is very bad. They made horrible decisions, and again, not all of it. I mean, I don't blame all of like the producers and the people who made the script, because I know Disney said, "Here's $100 million. Go make a movie that originally was going to just be on Disney Plus," and you can feel that it's a Disney Plus movie with some of the stuff that they do. Like there's a part where there's like a life-threatening situation near the end, and they come up with a solution, and they all look to someone, and then there's this camera like zooms to the person, and the person's like, "That could work," and I'm like, "What the freak is this?" Like there's a huge situation happening. Like, why is there no urgency in this? Like, it felt like a Disney Channel moment or a Disney Channel original movie moment. Like there's stuff of that in there.
Some quality programming there.
Like,
Yeah, but you could tell that it's a Disney Channel original movie. So that was my biggest gripe. It just felt like that. If they would have given them a bigger budget, I think they would have changed some stuff in the script. They would have put Gantu in there, and I think it would have hopefully would have made things better.
No.
What?
it kind of fits. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually.
But here's the thing: they have Tia Carrere, so she was the original voice of Nani.
Nani?
She, if you don't know her, she is what's her name? Have you seen Wayne's World?
No.
The bass player that
The singer.
the singer. She's the bass player.
Cassandra?
Cassandra, yeah, that's her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
You've never seen Wayne's World?
No.
Gosh.
You gotta watch it. It's good.
Is it a movie? Is it
Yes.
Yes, it's a
So
movie.
it was okay. So originally it was an SNL sketch. It had Mike
Myers.
and
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey, and then they were like just these two stoner metalheads that had like a podcast, but it's like a TV show.
It's a
And then they
TV show, not a podcast.
Well, but in today's day, it would be like a podcast.
All right.
But they would, talk about like current metal news or music stuff, and then they'd be like, "Oh, the babe of the week," and they'd be like, "Swing." They do like that type of thing.
Do it again.
Swing. And so they made a movie out of it, and then it was
Yeah,
a
they
really
did.
popular movie. It's good because like there's some scenes where he's like,
literally in tears over this?
"No, there's."
You have the suck cutter. What does it do? It sucks as it cuts.
Or like he's like when they're like, "Hey, are you gonna take this? Paycheck so you can advertise?" Like advertise? What about not advertise?
We're not sellouts.
You're not sellouts. He's eating a bag of Doritos while he's like, "Oh yeah, let's sell it. Gives me a headache. How about you try Tylenol? 500 grams. Let's go."
Yellow.
YOLO. Yeah, it's really dumb and funny. Like Wayne's
Like
World,
Monty Python?
huh?
Like Monty Python?
Better than that.
The Monty Python can.
It doesn't hold a
is-
candle to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And then the
Gosh,
music's,
dang it.
the music's good. The music's funny. Like we're not worthy. They go see Alice Cooper. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I feel like I'm talking to a wall. You need to watch this movie.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
I don't
I think it
know.
was a Fox. Let me see.
I'm gonna watch Malcolm in the Middle.
We will watch.
Based off your recommendations, I'm gonna keep watching Malcolm in the Middle.
I see. So she's
I
in the
happen
middle.
to have a lot of watching time.
Yeah, you
We'll watch it all on Discord. We'll watch it together.
Cool. So Lilo and Stitch.
6
Yeah.
chibis
Oh, Paramount
out of-
Plus.
6 chibis out of 10.
6 chibis out of 10.
I still need to watch the Transformers animated movie.
Oh, bro. Transformers 1? Bro, you gotta. It's
Again,
so
don't-
It's on my list. It's on
Again-
my list, and I already know that I'm going to have problems with it. But I'm okay.
Again, don't think about the how the origins, because they changed the origins of everything.
Oh no, I don't want to watch it anymore.
No.
But
It's not that bad. The origin's not that bad.
I didn't say they were bad. I said they changed it.
different.
It's very different. It's not. There's nowhere near
okay.
the
It's
same.
okay. I
I'm
know,
not saying
but
it's
it's not
bad.
bad.
I'm just saying be prepared for that. Then don't whatever you know, everything you know about how it originally started. It's not in here. It's an original.
I would say like the first 25 minutes of that film is kind of like meh, but then once it
really
starts,
picks up?
then it just the whole fucking time.
Going back with Lilo and Stitch, I think gonna make a sequel.
I think it.
I
if
think
it
it's.
makes
I think
the
it makes a
money-
lot of money.
If it makes a lot of money,
Oh,
that's
it definitely gonna make a lot of money because it's Memorial Day weekend. And there's the only.
Let me see if I can find the
for
numbers.
kids that's coming out. It's only that
look at
one.
this. Reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 67%, and then viewers gave it a 98%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's probably going to make some cash.
It's making some cash.
It's already. It's expected to make $341 million globally.
Because there's nothing else to watch for kids this Memorial weekend. Either that or Mission Impossible. Which I don't think the kids are
Yeah, so it already
By
passed.
the way, they need to change the name of those movies.
That was me.
It
On
can't-
what?
It can't be Mission Impossible. If he's done this so many missions, they're obviously not impossible. They're
They're
just like
possible.
They're
man.
possibly
missions. Like,
pushing.
you could say like they're really hard, but they can't say they're
Mission
impossible.
really hard.
The really hard missions. The
What was
reckoning.
the budget of this film?
It was
Very
100.
difficult
It was
mission.
100
Not
million.
impossible.
But possible.
Okay, so they made their money triple.
Yeah, they.
Their money.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But you know what's funny is this film, like the original film, was super cheap. Like they were under they couldn't spend too much money in the original animated film. You know that?
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
So I guess this year is going to be Lilo and Stitch. Next year is going to be Moana live action.
Nobody
Why?
wanted that. Nobody
It's
wanted
happening.
that. I know. Nobody wanted that though.
I mean, that's what we said about Lilo and Stitch, but
No,
I don't
never
want that
said-
either.
I never said I didn't want Lilo and Stitch. I was like, I'm excited for it. I hope. They
I
don't
was
mess it
hoping
up.
Lilo Stitch would be good.
That's different. That's
It
different.
wasn't.
it's,
Do you think they could make a sequel with?
they could?
There's
They have a
there's
TV show.
Disney original sequels to it. There's Stitch the movie.
They're
There's
experiments.
Stitch has a glitch, and then there's a
And there's
Stitch
a
Lilo and TV
Stitch-
series,
And there's a
Yeah, I know
Stitch.
that-
There's
I
a
know
Stitch
too.
anime.
which is sad. You know why it's sad? Because Lilo basically forgets about Stitch.
No, she doesn't.
Okay, what did she
He
do?
doesn't. He gets lost, and in the time that Stitch thinks he's been lost is like a couple months. He's been lost for 10 plus years, and she's 20 years because Lilo has a daughter that looks like Lilo.
But
And
that's
Stitch
also
finds
in
her.
that's in the show. She
It's an
does
anime.
no, but in the show, well, I guess it's a different like iteration because in the Stitch series,
multiverse.
Lilo, Stitch, like you see him at the very end, and you see with someone who you think is Lilo, but it's actually Lilo's daughter
I didn't know that.
in this series.
Spoilers.
So I think this one is a different.
No, it's the same one because if you see a girl with curly hair next to her, because it's funny because you can see the animation change. You can see the Japanese anime, and then you see the Lilo and Stitch animated one. Like they mix them together somehow.
Yeah, but I think there has to be a different one. Like they maybe like branched it or
Maybe.
something. I
Who
don't
knows?
know
A different timeline.
because
Yes,
yeah.
anyways, we're done.
But it's like in the Stitch the movie. What happens is all of the other.
Why are you spoiling this film? I'm trying to watch it tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about the sequel. Talking about the sequel. In the sequel movie,
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Where all of the other.
I've seen those.
That's why he
Well-
was asking. How can they make a sequel
Like,
when
which one?
John
Because
Buzz
I know that they have multiple.
That's the first one. The first one is when
Stitch has a glitch?
Stitch. He has a glitch, and then after that, I think it's Leroy, Stitch and Leroy or something.
Leroy and Stitch.
I thought that wasn't that after the.
That's the 152 because he's the 151 or something.
626.
626.
It's like Pokemon.
Those numbers are not right, man.
Yeah, he makes 627.
right. But there's a
There's a
one
series.
with, yeah, right. But is Leroy, which is the one that launched the series that has the additional experiment?
Stitch I think it's Stitch the movie.
Okay, because that's when he has the spark, right?
Yeah,
The yellow one.
yeah. I think it's that
They're
one.
like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that is like the series. The series focuses on him getting
Finding
all
the
of
other
all the
experiments. Yeah, I
experiments.
actually really
All
like
the
that.
Pokemon.
That one was
Yeah.
good. I liked how 625 is just as strong and just as potent.
Is he
as
the one that
Stitch.
eats all the
But
sandwiches?
He's like,
Yeah.
but he's extremely lazy. And he has no drive.
He speaks very well.
Oh yeah, that too. But it's just funny. how-
It's kind of weird though. That show is kind of weird because like some of them like would get the better Stitch, which doesn't make sense because he's supposed to be the strongest, the everything.
Oh well,
but-
other ones have like Well, because Stitch is all balanced, whereas the other ones have different.
No, but he's
one's-
super. No, but he's all balanced but overpowered. That's at least that's how Jumba. Jumba. That's how he explained it, at least in the movies. But
Yeah, I haven't followed on that.
of course you haven't.
All right.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight, guys.
Jeez Louise.
It's a lot of Stitch.
It is a lot of Stitch.
A lot of stitching and bitching, right? God.
Remember, guys, you can watch this episode first on YouTube, and then you can listen to it later on the on Podomatic, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts 2 weeks later. Remember, you can follow us on all of our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Chimino Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. We will see you next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
The brain.
And Shark King.
And this is Chimino Podcast, guys. We'll talk to you later. Okay, Paul, we're gonna give you time to talk about just your first thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon, because you got to see it early.
We went to watch.
Oh yeah, so early. What do you think?
Screw you, Ali.
I didn't know you went with him. Paul he asked us, and then he said he went to the movie. I don't know if he went with Anna or not, so I don't know. He didn't give me details.
I did. Oh well.
Nope.
Well,
Wait, what's the name of the actor? The guy who plays the dad. Is that
that's the guy from 3000. What's his name? Russell Crowe.
Okay.
What?
300.
You mean Gerard Butler?
Russell Crowe.
No, it's not Russell Crowe. You're so stupid.
Gerard Butler, and he's from 300.
And he's also in How to Train Your Dragon. He's the dad.
He's the original dad from the animated
You
film.
stupid. Russell Crowe. And first of all, that's Gladiator, you fool.
I know, because he
almost
said
the same.
3,000. He said Russell Crowe. He said 3,000, but it's 300.
It's so stupid. What the heck? This is why we're recording now, so we have it at the end. On the bloopers, yeah, it's on the bloopers. It's going to be at the end.
How dare you?
That's your fault.
Get